The Abyss was made by James Cameron, who spent 10 minutes 11 hours a day underwater. Behind-the-scenes anecdotes from James Cameron's The Abyss are almost as sought for by long-standing fans of the aquatic voyage as the film itself. The entirety of the 1989 film was shot in massive water tanks, and the strain of performing and diving every day caused the cast to have several emotional breakdowns. Much of the endurance test has already been covered, but Cameron certainly has a few things to add. The long-awaited 4Kelvin Blu-ray restoration of The Abyss by Fox and Cameron releases on Tuesday, along with a slew of new extras, including a fresh new making-of documentary, Deep Dive, a conversation with James Cameron. Cameron delves into how much thought went into the underwater production in this exclusive footage from the documentary, even if the end result was still a pain in the $sign for everyone involved. After scouring the globe for a location where a science fiction film based around the wreckage of a wrecked submarine could be shot, Cameron and his team concluded there was no place on Earth where they could get the job done. The dude has great expectations. As a result, they decided to construct a 7.5 million gallon tank for the film at an abandoned power station in Southern California. Finding a location where Ed Harris and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio might swim around and make extraterrestrial contact was simply the beginning of the studio filming process's rethinking. According to Cameron and the clip from Deep Dive, a conversation with James Cameron, his entire crew had to be taught and prepared for all of the types of conversations and decision-making that occur on a typical land-based film shoot. We needed to be able to talk to each other underwater, Cameron explains in the documentary. As a result, the majority of the people doing the lighting and camera support were on regular scuba. A lot of them were utility divers with film set expertise, and a lot of them were lightning and grip people who trained on scuba for the film. Cameron discusses the film's various directors of photography, as well as what he had to do to show up to work every day, which he says included diving and directing underwater for 10 to 11 hours a day. Making Avatar, The Way of Water seemed like agony, but doing nearly the same work in the late 1980s. I don't blame Ed Harris for crying. If you think you know everything there is to know about The Abyss, think again. According to the 4Kelvin's product information, the entire documentary sheds light on the other technical difficulties of the film and addresses some of the myths that have swirled around it over the years. While it took a long time for the picture to be released on Blu-ray, Cameron is going all out this holiday season in pure Cameron fashion. The Abyss, along with Cameron's Aliens and True Lies, will be released in 4Kelvin Ultra HD for the first time on digital on Tuesday, and on 4Kelvin Ultra HD Blu-ray disc on March 12, 2024. Avatar and Avatar, The Way of Water Collector's editions also arrived to digital on Tuesday with physical releases on deck. 19.